Shalom Israel, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom Yashala. I'd like to give all honor and glory and praise unto Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahushua. That's all praises to the Heavenly Father Yahweh in the name of His only begotten Son Yahushua. Alright, this is your brother Yashala coming back, Shah, with yet another video. Alright, through the spirit and power of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahushua. Alright, and this is just going to be a brief breakdown on Job the 28th chapter. Alright. The Job 28th chapter, based off the wisdom, knowledge, understanding that the Most has given me. All right, I'm going to try to deliver it to you, all right, through the Spirit. So this is Job chapter 28, verse 1. Surely there is a vein for the silver and a place for gold where they find it. Exactly, so there's a vein for silver, right? What does that mean? So you can actually go to a mine. You can go to a mine. You can actually dig up in the ground and get some silver. Right? And a place for gold where they find it. And though gold is, pretty hard to find nowadays, right? Before in the ancient world, it used to be abundant, but much more or less now you have to dig very, very deep and stuff, right? You have to get into the cracks and, do explosives and all that. So, but yet they can still find it, right? There's a place for gold where they find it. You can go to parts of Africa, parts of, Puerto Rico, right? What does Puerto Rico mean in Spanish? Port of riches. Why? Because when the Spanish came to that island, they called it that because of all the abundant gold that they had there, right? You can go to parts of Americas. The Americas, I believe the South America might have gold, right? The scriptures talk about the gold of Euphas, right? And that was the actual place, right? So there's the actual place where you can go and find gold and silver. I'm talking about, real gold and silver. Verse 2, iron is taken out of the earth, right? Iron is taken out of the earth, right? And brass is molten out of the stone. He setteth an end to darkness, and searcheth out all perfection. The stones of darkness and the shadow of death. Who is this talking about? Who is the he here? Right? This is the Most High. He setteth an end to darkness. Right? He searcheth out all perfection. The Most High, he searches out everything. Right? He knows everything. He has all knowledge and wisdom. Right? Sirach chapter 1, verse 1. Let's get that real quick. All right, Sirach chapter 1. Didn't wisdom say, I came out from the Most High? Right? Sirach chapter 1, verse 1. It says, what was this at? Okay. Right, Khan. So it's right. I don't know why it's right here, but it says, all wisdom cometh from the Lord and is with him forever. So all wisdom cometh from who? The Most High, Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahushua, and is with him forever, right? Who can number the sand of the sea and the drops of rain in the days of eternity, right? Who can do that? That's a rhetorical question, meaning nobody on the earth can, but the Most High can, right? Let's get that in the book of 2nd Ezra, right? I was about to get that too. It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, and I'm gonna jump down to verse. Right about here, right? 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, and verse 54. Behold, the Lord knoweth all the works of men. How does he know all the works of men? Because he searcheth out, like the book of Job, chapter 28 says. He searcheth out all perfection, the stones of darkness and the shadow of death. Right? He sees everything. It says their imaginations, their thoughts, and their hearts. The Lord can see your thoughts. What man can on earth can see your thoughts and actually knows what you're thinking, right? Nobody. Which spake but the word, let the earth be made, and it was made. Let the heaven be made, and it was created. And his word were the stars made, and he knoweth the number of them. He searcheth the deep, and the treasures thereof. He hath measured the sea, and what it containeth. Hey, man will even say, we only discovered about 10% of the ocean. 10% is nothing. The Most High knows 100%, right? 1,000%. 7,000%, right? Because he created it and he knows it. It says, and the Lord, it says that what? The Lord made the stars and he knows the number of them. So that's how deep the Most High is, and he can search out all perfection, all right? Verse 4, Job chapter 28, verse 4, the flood breaketh out from the inhabitant, even the waters forgotten of the foot, they are dried up, they are gone away from men, right? Let's keep going. As for the earth, out of it cometh bread, and under it is turned up as it was fire, meaning that what? You know, out of the earth, you can make bread, you can make your food, you know, you can grow your rice, you can grow whatever, right? In righteousness. Verse 6. The stones of it are the place of sapphires, and have dust of gold, right? So the stones of it are the place of sapphires, you know, because out of the earth comes sapphires, right? Out of the earth comes sapphires. Let's keep going. Verse 7. Sapphires are basically certain minerals, right? I believe it's a certain type of crystal, if I'm not mistaken. All right, let's try to look this up real quick. Okay. So Satan just tried to take away the word. All right, it's not letting me. All right, well, damn. All right, let's just go to let's go to the other Bible app then. All right, so this is the book of Job, chapter 28, Salakia. And we're going to start from where we left off at, Job chapter 28, verse 7. There is a path which no fowl knoweth, and which the vulture's eye have not seen. Right, there is a path which no fowl knoweth, right? But the Most High knows, right? That's what that is going into. The Most High knows. Because the fowl, he can see everything. You know, it talks about the eagle. The eagle stands on the cliffs of the rocks, right? He can see anything around him. I think the eagle, he can see about, you know, like a mile away perfectly. So the fowl, you know, he's everywhere. But yet there is a path which no fowl knoweth, right? In which the vulture's eye have not seen. You see the vultures, they're always up in the trees. They're always flying around their food, right? You never really see them on the ground too much, you know? Verse 8, the lion's whelp have not trodden it, right? And the lion, he goes anywhere, right? The lion, he goes anywhere he pleases, all right? The lion, he goes anywhere he pleases. Let's go to the book of Job, chapter 28. Salakia, Proverbs. Let's go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 30 and verse 30. It says, a lion which is strongest among beasts, and turneth not away from any. So the lion, he's the strongest among beasts, according to the Lord. And he doesn't turn away from anything, right? When's the last time you seen a lion run away from the damn cheetah? Or when's the last time you seen a lion run away from anything, right? So these lions are very bold, yet there's a place where these lions have not trodden down, right? Nor the fierce lion pass by it, Exactly, just saying the same thing. He putteth forth his hand upon the rock, right? He putteth his hand before the rock, right? He overturneth the mountains by the roots, right? That's the Most High, overturning the mountains in his anger, man. Like it says in the book of Job, right? The Most High overturning these mountains, right, by the roots. He cutteth out rivers among the rocks, and his eye seeth every precious thing. So the Most High, he sees every precious thing, man. Every precious thing. Let's go to the book of Job, chapter 34, and verse 21. It says, for his eyes are upon the ways of men, and he seeth all his goings. So his eyes are upon all the ways of man, all right? And he seeth all his goings. So that's the Most High right there, all right? Let's go to the book of Psalms, chapter 139. I'm not going to get, too in-depth, right? Psalm chapter 139 verse 1. To the chief musician, a psalm of David. O Lord, thou hast searched me and known me. Thou knowest my down sitting and mine uprising. Thou understandest my thought afar off. You see that? So that's what David, he knew that, right? That the Most High, he can search out all things. All right. So it says, verse 11, he bindeth the floods from overflowing, and the thing that is hid bringeth forth he to light. Exactly. Didn't he bring this truth up to light? Right? Didn't he bring this truth up to light? Let's go to the book of Job, chapter 28, and verse 11. It says, he bindeth the... Oh, Salakia. That was the precept we just went to. I was thinking of another precept. But it says, he bindeth the floods from overflowing, and the thing that is hid bringeth forth ye to light. So he brought this truth to light, right? And also on another fold, right? Let's go to the book of 1 Peter. Chapter 2 and verse 9. But ye are a chosen generation. This word generation means race, man. And who's that chosen race? The Israelites. A royal priesthood, a holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of him who hath called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. So the Most High has called us out of darkness into his marvelous light, right? And we were hid, man. You know, nobody noticed the Israelites, right? At a certain period of time. This is Job chapter 28, verse 12. But where shall wisdom be found, and where's the place of understanding? Right. Where can we find wisdom at? We can find all these various things in the earth. We can find gold. We can find silver. We can find all these things in the earth. But where is wisdom at? Verse 13. Man knoweth not the price thereof, neither is it found in the land of the living. Right? Because wisdom is above rupees, man. You can't buy wisdom like that, like with physical money. There's no price tag on it, right? Verse 14. The depth saith, it is not in me, and the sea saith, it is not with me. So, right, the ocean's like, it's not here, right? You can't find wisdom in the ocean. You can't go to the sea and get all this knowledge, wisdom, understanding from the sea. Verse 15, it cannot be gotten for gold. You can't physically buy it. You can't physically buy wisdom, right? The Lord has to give it to you. Neither shall silver be weighed for the price thereof, right? You can't be like, okay, you know, if you want this much wisdom, you gotta pay up, you know, this many amount of dollars. No. Verse 16, it cannot be valued with the gold of Euphor. And the gold of Euphor is very, very valuable when you read the scriptures. So the gold of Euphor, that's nothing to the Most High's wisdom. Or the precious onyx or the sapphire. And these were very precious stones, man, in the ancient world. Even now. Verse 17, the gold and the crystal cannot equal it. And the exchange of it shall not be for jewels of fine gold. Right? And so a lot of people, they would even worship gold, man. Right? They'll set up a golden idol. They'll worship that. Or they'll actually worship money. Right? Read about that in 1 Timothy chapter 6. But even these things which men have in high esteem cannot even be equal with the Most High's wisdom. Verse 18, no mention shall be made of coral or of pearls, for the price of wisdom is above rubies. Exactly. That's plain upon tables. The price of wisdom is above rubies. It's above physical money. Verse 19, the topaz of Ethiopia shall not equal it, neither shall it be valued with pure gold. Whence then cometh wisdom, and where's the place of understanding? So where does wisdom come at then? Seeing it is hid from the eyes of all living, and kept closed from the fowls of the air. So wisdom is hid from the eyes of the living. Right? When's the last time you saw, you heard a man, he was talking about, I got to get this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Right? Well, he's praying for more knowledge, right, in the world. Nobody, man. That's nobody saying that. So wisdom is hid from the eyes of all living, right? Not everyone's going to get this knowledge, That's why it says, Isaiah chapter 6, it's like Isaiah 6 and 9, it says, and he said, go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, perceive not. Make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, unless they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and be converted, and be healed. So the Lord said that what? Israel, they see, and they hear, right? They might hear the prophets. They might hear this knowledge and wisdom understanding, but they don't perceive it. They don't understand it, right? So this wisdom is not going to be given to everybody. All right, that's why it says it is hid from the eyes of all living and kept closed from the fowls of the air. Verse 22, destruction and death say, we have heard the fame thereof with our ears. Verse 23, God understandeth the way thereof, and he knoweth the place thereof. Sorry. So basically answering the question which was asked before in this earlier chapter, that who knoweth the way thereof, right? Basically, and who can know where the wisdom's at? The Most High knows. Verse 24. For he looketh to the ends of the earth, and seeth under the whole heaven, to make the weight of the winds, and he weigheth the waters by measure. So he weighs the waters by measure. What man can weigh the waters by measure? Right? The Most High says he knows how many stars there are in the heaven. Right? The Most High says he knows the depths of the sea. He already searched that out. Right? Verse 26. When he made a decree for the rain, and a weight of the lightning of the thunder. Right? He knows the weight of fire, man, when we read 2 Ezra chapter 4. All right? Then did he see it and declared it. He prepared it, yea, and he searched it out. And unto man he said, behold, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom, and to depart from evil is understanding. So look, we now know how to get true knowledge and wisdom, right? Job chapter 28 verse 28 says that what? The fear of the Lord, that is wisdom. Let's link that up with Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 6. Keep therefore and do them. Do what? The law, statutes, and commandments. For this is your wisdom. Again, right? And your understanding in the sight of all the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this nation is a wise and understanding people. So these laws and commandments increase your knowledge and wisdom and understanding. Right? Let's go to the book of Sirach. All right. Where is this at? Sirach chapter 23. All right, let me see here. All right, Sirach chapter 24 and verse. All right, Khan. Where is this at? All right, Khan. So, let me just look it up. Sirach chapter 16, Khan. Sirach 16 and 23. He that wanteth understanding would think upon vain things, and a foolish man erring imagineth follies. So, a man that wants understanding, meaning that he lacks understanding, he's going to think upon vain things. But the wise man, guess what he's going to be thinking about? Right? Sirach chapter 39 and verse 1. But he that giveth his law to the mind, but he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, and be occupied in prophecies. He will keep the sayings of the renowned men, and where subtile parables are, he will be there also. So this is the wise man right here. This is the wise man. And he's given his mind to the law of the Most High, meaning that he'll also keep it too. Not just meditate in it, but also keep it, to the best of his ability. All right? All right? So the law, statutes, and commandments gives you wisdom. Right? Ultimately, it's from the Most High. All right? Ultimately, it's from the Most High. But through keeping the commandments, that's going to increase your knowledge. Let's get another good precept classic. Psalms 110. Psalms chapter 1. Salakia. Psalms chapter 111. It says in verse 10, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of the wisdom. So the fear of the Lord is the beginning of the wisdom. What does it mean to fear the Lord? The fear of the Lord is to honor the Lord and to serve him. Right? Because that's why it says in the book of Exodus, I believe, that you should fear every man, his father, and his mother, right? Meaning that what? Reverence them, serve them, right? So serving the Lord, right? That's the beginning of getting knowledge. A good understanding, have all they that do his commandments, his praise endures forever. So if you keep the commandments, man, you keeping the faith also, hey, you're going to have a good understanding of the scriptures, right? Yeah. There was also another precept, right? The YAHAWAH, keepeth the right. There was one in Sirach. Okay, well, there was one in Sirach that says basically linking up with Psalms 111 and saying that if you keep the law, you're going to have a good understanding in it, right? You get it the understanding thereof, right? Let me get that. It's the book of Sirach, chapter 21, verse 11. He that keepeth the law of the Lord getteth the understanding thereof, and the perfection of fear of the Lord is wisdom. You see that? So again, those are some, just some precepts supporting that, that ideology. It says that he that keepeth the law getteth the of the Lord getteth the understanding thereof. That's plain upon tables, right? So with that, I'd like to give all honor and glory and praise unto Yahawah, BAHASHAM. This was just a quick breakdown of Job 20th chapter, going into knowledge and wisdom, understanding. Lord, when this was edifying, shalom.